Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I have a video for you about a remastered Modern Warfare 2 on next-gen consoles, the petition on change.org, and the viability of it actually being a real thing. The gameplay that you're seeing right now is me using the IMR on Solar. Going to get off to a rough start, but do very good work to it. I think I get about a 2.5 KD this game, something like that. But let's talk about this petition on change.org, why it's so popular, and the actual viability of it being real, which, spoiler alert, surprisingly, I think that might actually be a thing. So if you haven't heard, a random person in Australia put up a poll on change.org, a petition. Change.org is a site where they mail your petition out to whatever group, organization, or person you want to petition against. And what he wanted was a remastered Modern Warfare 2 for next-gen consoles. Updated graphics, full 1080p 60 FPS, maybe slight rebalancing will take out the danger close tubes, keep the classic maps, the classic guns, maybe even a bundle, kind of like the Master Chief Collection, but for Call of Duty, like the Modern Warfare Collection, something like that. And I initially saw this and I ignored it. I was like, whatever. But it kept getting more popular, it kept growing, it showed up on Reddit, it showed up on Twitter, it showed up on the official COD forums, some YouTubers got onto it and hyped it up, and it really started blowing up, and I was like, there's no way, this can't be a real thing. I'm a pragmatic Peter, or a practical Paul. I was very negative against this idea, not because I didn't want it, but because I was just like, there's no way Activision's gonna do this. And when I first saw it, I thought that this would just be a bad business idea. I thought that this would not be as profitable as making a new game, because nostalgia never sells as well as something new. Nostalgia does sell, that's definitely true, but nostalgia does not compete with novelty or newness. It never has and probably never will. I was thinking, you know, what if it ends up like the Master Chief Collection? That was a hot mess, and any sort of collection is going to be compared to that in the future. And also just cognitive dissonance. The marketers and the people inside the organizations would have to make this would know that you want this because your memories of Modern Warfare 2 were of you dominating and the game being awesome and perfect and lag-free and all these sort of things I hear, which are completely untrue because the game had weird balancing issues, it did lag, and if you get online and play with people now and you lose, it won't be as fun as when you stomped kids back in the day. And I also hear this thing that if only all 165,000 people that signed this poll bought it, then it would be a best-selling game, that would be a big deal. I was like, 165,000? Call of Duty Ghosts sold like 21 million copies. It doesn't even compete. It's like one... I can't even math that in my head right now, but then I was like, you know, on second thought, there's actually some viability there. If 165,000 people go out of their way to fill out a poll online, I've actually got it open over here, I'm going to look at it. You actually have to put in your first, last name, email, street address, country, comments, all this kind of stuff. Generally speaking, when you ask people to do something, first of all, they have to see it. The consumer has to see it, which a portion of them won't. Then they have to see it and be interested in it, and a portion of them won't. And then they have to do something, and they won't do that thing. And then if the thing has multiple steps like this does, the odds just go way down. And then I realized that even through all of those sort of filters, we still have 165,000 people that want that. That's actually really massive. That's a big deal. Not only was it a big deal, but it was a big deal that it was pushed out to the further internet. They took on it. They pushed it onto YouTubers who traditionally ignore these sort of things, and it blew up there. It blew up on forums, and it is a big deal. What it indicates is that there is a desire of a large contingency of people that want something like this. And realistically, if you would back your way out through all the filters that make people not sign the thing, which it's linked down there in the description, you can sign it if you want to, that probably means that several million people agree and would like to buy Modern Warfare 2 on next-gen console, and these are all potential customers. And while this might not be selling as much as a main game, it could very well be financially viable and profitable, and it could be like a mid-season release, a summer release, something like that. And that actually made me take it a little more seriously. And then yesterday I saw that the lead designer for COD 4/Modern Warfare 2 was rehired at Infinity Ward to be the lead multiplayer designer. I think Mark Rubin got fired, but they brought back one of the old guys that brought us COD 4, that brought us MW2, and they're working on it again. And is that coincidence? Because this poll is about a week old, and about a week after this, you know, Infinity Ward rehired their old, designer to be the MP designer. So that's kind of making me suspicious. Coincidence much? I don't know. And also there's a certain sort of practical thing here. Ghost was not well received. No matter what you think about the game, the sales had a dramatic drop. The community didn't like it. The pro scene didn't like it. It was rough, okay? We're all going to just admit that Ghost is rough, not bashing on anything here. But if you want to think about it, if you have to pitch a new game to people, do you want to pitch Call of Duty Ghosts 2 or Modern Warfare 2 Remastered? If it came to you, do you want to buy Ghost 2 or do you want to buy MW2 Remastered? And from a practical standpoint, I think a lot more people would gravitate toward MW2 Remastered or, you know, Modern Warfare Collection than they would a Ghost 2, and that may make it maybe be a real thing. Guys, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something useful. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.